If there's something I want to ask someone about that they're not comfortable with, one thing that I do is tip them off. Jason Calacanis invited me to go do interviews with investors at one of his conferences. It was just a bunch of investors. And I looked at this one guy and he looked really great, but he's never run a startup. He hadn't at that time had a successful exit. He was just a really nice guy. You can tell he was going places, but that's it. And the money that he was investing came from his parents. So what is this? Rich parents giving their kids some money. Now he's going to tell everyone in the startup and VC audience how to live their lives. So I said, I'm either not going to address it, which I think most people are, or I have to find a way to address it where I'm not going to piss him off and have him just clam up on me and then go to Jason and go, this guy just is a terrible interviewer, which is not true. So what I decided to do was tip him off. I said, look, Jonathan, before we do this, before we start talking to the audience, I have to tell you, I saw that you don't have much of a track record as an investor. Your money came from your parents and you're not a tech startup like people here. If we don't talk about it, people who know it are going to think, oh, this guy, Jonathan, look who he's trying to pass himself off as. I don't have to force it in here, but if you allow me to, I'd like to bring it up. Let's talk about it. And he goes, yeah, absolutely. If it's out there, I want to make sure that we address it. And sure enough, we talked about it and he had a great answer. He said, no, this came from my parents. It's not my own money. I don't have as much experience as other people, but I took my parents' money. I invested it. We've had a good track record with it. And now I've raised the second fund from outsiders who saw what I was able to do with the first one. By the way, I may not have this mega exit as a startup entrepreneur, but I did have this company that did okay, not great. Here's what it did. Here's what I learned. And that's all informing me. That's where I come from. Now you've got someone talking about the thing that matters without pissing them off so much that they don't say anything else. And you feel superior as an interviewer. I got them, but in reality, you got nothing interesting. Right. Nobody cares.